What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another workout. Today's workout is going to be a leg and glute focused workout. All you're going to need is one dumbbell, a set of chairs, and if you have a long loop band, grab it. You can also use one with handles. You just have to string it together. So yeah, all you're going to need. Prefer to have chairs that don't have the ring or, I don't know, support beam underneath. Mine are super fancy. Not really, but mine are super fancy, and so for one of the movements I'm actually going to use my bench. So if you have chairs that don't have this little beam, it would be preferred, but I mean you can make it work without. So we're going to start with our warm-up. 3 rounds of these movements. You're going to do your Sun Salutation walks, hands overhead, stretch through the spine, hinge of the hips, walk the hands away from the feet. Send the hips towards the ground, roll the shoulders down the back, gentle gaze up towards the sky, and then send the hands and walk them back towards the toes. So you're going to go through those 5 times. Then you're going to grab your chair and come into alternating step-ups. You're going to step up, distribute weight into your other foot, and that same foot that you stepped up with is going to step down, and you're going to take that next foot up, alternating between the two. You're going to go here for a total of 20, so 10 per side. Then you're going to come down onto your mat. We're going to come and do some clam shells, open or warm up our hips and our glutes. So you're going to come down onto your side. Elbow's going to plant under your shoulder. Knees are going to be stacked on top of each other. You're going to lift your hips up as you open your knees up like a book. Come back down, lift up, squeeze the hips forward to engage the glute medius, then the glute max. We're going to go 10 per side. Once you are done those, go through them 2 more rounds, 3 total, and we'll meet up in circuit number 1. Alright, so superset number 1, you're going to position your chairs, preferably on a grippy surface, just so it doesn't become fear factor up in here. My chairs do have sliders on them, so being on the hardwood floor just by itself is a little scary. So just an FYI, so you're going to take your feet up onto your chair, toes facing slightly out, kind of put yourself into a squat position. So if you need to play around with the distance between the chairs, do so. Your hands are going to hold on to the top of your dumbbell. You're going to keep your upper body nice and upright, squat down, and then come back up. You're going to find that depth so that your dumbbell goes past your feet. So squat as low as you can go, keeping that upper body nice and upright, and knees dropping outwards over the toes. You're going to go here for 10 to 20. Then you're going to position one foot up onto your chair. You might even want to come up at it like this, just so your backboard of your chair doesn't get in your way. You're going to place the dumbbell in your opposite hand of the foot that's on the chair, just resting it on the shoulder. This is going to get your core more engaged so that you're not flopping around, so try to keep your core nice and strong. Step up, using that leg, push out of that heel and through the foot. And you're going to go there 10 times per side. Try to control your way back down as much as possible and your way back up. Take a minute rest, and then hop into it 3 more rounds, 4 rounds total. Alright, so superset number 2. We're going to come more into a deadlift. Well, we actually are going to do a deadlift. So hands are going to be in front of you with that dumbbell. You're going to hinge at the hips this time, keeping the shoulders rolled down and back, packing the lats as you send the hips back. Gentle bend in the knee, and you're sending that dumbbell again past your toes. Come all the way back up, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward, and then lower yourself back down. You should feel this all through the hamstrings, through the glutes, a little bit through the lower back, but the majority through the legs. And you're going to go 10 to 20 controlled reps there. Then you're going to take one foot on to your chair, coming into a Romanian Split Squat. Hands are going to be each side of your dumbbell. You're going to sit down into a lunge. Lunge as low as you can. come all the way back up. From the side, it looks like this. Make sure you're positioned correctly. Come all the way down as low as you can go. Press through that front heel. Squeeze that front glute. You're going to go 10 to 20 per side. Take a minute rest. 3 rounds after that, 4 rounds total. All right, so for your last circuit, guys, you're going to use your loop band. If you have a long loop band like I do, you're going to take it and place it through so that you have one end that has this little loop. The other side, you're going to fasten under one of your chair legs. Then you're going to take your heel into this little loop. Walk it back a little bit to make sure it's secure. Then you're going to lean forward onto your chair to make sure that it stays in place and doesn't fling at you. You're going to bend your knee and you're going to kick out behind you, squeezing your glute. Coming into little kickbacks. Play around with the angle of your foot. Sometimes people find it a little bit better. They feel a little bit more in their glute when they turn their toes out or keep their toes facing down. Whatever you need to do to feel the most burn in your glutes. You're going to go 10 to 20 reps per side. Then, this is where I'm going to use my bench instead of my chair, because like I said, my chairs are fancy and they have those extra supports. So if your chairs don't have the extra little support and you need to use a bench, and if you have a bench on hand, then do so, but your chair will work just fine for this if not. So you're going to come down into a side plank. You're going to take your top leg up onto your chair or bench, lift your hips off the ground. This leg is going to squeeze in by squeezing your inner thigh in towards the bottom of that bench. You're going to go 30 times or 30 seconds per side. Then go into a minute rest, 4 rounds total, and then you guys are done your workout for today. I hope you guys enjoy this one. I think it's going to be a fun one, so I'm excited, and see you guys later. Bye.